Hello and welcome back to video talk from Manchester Prayer Line. You are welcome to another time, another series, and I hope that you have subscribed to this channel. Today, I'll be talking about what if I don't believe the Bible? What if I don't believe the Bible? Most time we've been talking, we make reference to Bible, and sometimes taking for granted that everybody believe the Bible. So what if I don't believe the Bible? What if I don't believe the Bible? Right. People do not see any point in reading the manuals that come with many of our gadgets, especially the electronics gadgets, until we run into trouble operating them. Most people think it's a waste of time, so we just go straight to operating our devices, except where we get stuck when we are operating them. I remember buying a blender a while ago. Tomato blenders are very easy to operate. They are common kitchen utensils and equipment. And I thought there was no need to waste my time reading the manual. After all, I've used that type of blender countless of times. So I unpacked the blender, I coupled it, I rinsed it all out, and packed my tomatoes in it. I plug it to the electric socket and switch it on. But it refused to work. There was no sign that it will ever work. I tried again. I coupled it. I uncoupled it. There was no show. I was so unhappy that a new blender would disappoint me so badly. I checked it in out. I couldn't find out what was wrong with it. Then my neighbor asked me a question, a very pertinent question. And he asked, "Where is the manual?" I glanced at him with a very strange look. Do I need a manual for a simple machine like tomato blender, which I've used countless of times? Anyway, I brought out the manual reluctantly, and then we went through it. We checked it and discovered a small clip that needed to be adjusted in a certain way to activate the blender. Otherwise, that blender will never work. I quietly followed the instruction and the blender roared to life. I made my tomato paste, but I kept wondering how we manage life that is more complex and more complicated than a simple manual. That was a simple machine, but we have tried to operate complex things like our life, our living, our society, our world without the owner's manual. And we have done it again and again until we run into trouble or something happens. Did you ever recognize that the Bible is the owner's manual to our lives? Do we know that the Bible is the owner's manual, the manufacturer's manual to our society and the world we live in? Have we ever referred to the manufacturer's manual anytime? Especially before we start operating, before we start living our life, before we start operating our society, before we start looking at our world, and every one of them is complex. Human beings are complex. You are complex. I am complex. The society is complex. The world is complex. And many times we ignore the manufacturer's manual, the owner's manual, which is the Bible. Or did you ever recognize that the Bible is the owner's manual to our life, to our society? Maybe we don't. And some people will say, how dare you say that the Bible is the manual to my life? Nobody owns my life. Nobody manufactured me. So you think? You might need to think again. Do you know how complex the human body is? Do you know how complex the human body is? The DNA, the brain system, every part of the human body. Do you know how complex it is? Well, the Bible gave us an idea. It says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That is, it's talking about the complexity. The complexity. Human beings are complex. The body is complex. The mind is complex. The DNA is complex. Everything about human being is complex. And the little that science has been able to bring out, to understand about human being shows how complex a human being is. In the book of Psalm 139, verse 13 to 15, the Bible says, "For you form my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and I know this very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was formed in secret, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth." Do you know that there are even other parts of the human body that science is yet to unravel? That science is yet to discover. Science has done a lot. Psychology, philosophy, anatomy, all kinds of branches studying this simple human, this you. And some, they will use some word to describe it and say, oh, your mind, for example, you have the conscious mind and you have the subconscious mind. And the one they don't understand is you have the unconscious mind. You have the id, you have the ego, you have the superego. And all these complex, complicated things. So they find a word to describe it. And the Bible has just confirmed it, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. It must also interest you to know that you are made in the image of God himself. No wonder why you are so complex. No wonder why science has worked tirelessly to unravel you, to discover you, to know you, and is still working and is still not gotten to the end of knowing everything about you. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 27, the Bible says, "And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. No wonder why he insisted, why God insisted that no one must shed human blood. As the Bible says in Genesis chapter 9, verse 3, "Whosoever shed the blood of man, by man his blood will be shed. For in his own image, God has made mankind. As for you, be fruitful and multiply. Spread out across the earth and multiply upon it." The Bible even talks about how long you are allowed to live here on earth before you are moved to eternity. Genesis chapter 6, verse 3 says, "So the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with man forever, for he is mortal. His days shall be 120 years. That is your best before use date. 120 years. Best before use date. Your date on earth. Expiring date. Is that not true? It looks as if the Bible knows more about you than you know about yourself, and it's well documented. The Bible also talks extensively about the war and our society. Would you like to check it out? I will surely bring more to you on this series. But until we meet again, would you like to check yourself out in the Bible? I pray that you look into the Bible will open to you and give you the message of the hour to let you know who you are, how you are, where you are, and everything that you need to know about yourself. Thank you very much for listening. Remember to send your questions, your comments, your prayer requests to Manchester Prayer Line 2019 at gmail.com. God bless. Bye.